Today we're actually going to get out here and do a little work on this here 48. We're going to be working on the Screamin Eagle Extreme Billet air cleaner. We're going to go ahead and get it serviced, get it ready for summer, and get it cleaned up and take a look at a few things while we got it off and we're down by the throttle body. So it's been cold. I haven't been riding, but you know, I've been spending a lot of time in the garage and standing out here looking at a bunch of stuff I need to get done. So I thought, what the heck? Let's go ahead and get in here and get this air cleaner cleaned up, get it ready to go ride. It's supposed to be nice in the coming days, so who knows? Maybe I might be able to get out for a little bit. So servicing these air cleaners is pretty basic. It's just like any other K&N air filter. For this particular air cleaner, I need my, what size is that? 3/16 little Allen head. So nothing special about it, real easy to do. So you'll just need your cleaner there, that soak it with it, and we'll let that soak, and we'll check a few other things while it does that. Now, I do have the K&N air filter oil, but I also have this fab one from, what is it, from Maxima. I've actually had this stuff. This can's probably 20 years old. I used to use this on all my race bikes and stuff, so pretty good stuff, blue in color. I might go ahead and use that today. I liked it really well last time. Okay, so as we get down here on the air cleaner, they got this little Screamin Eagle cover here. It pops right out. Just gently work it out of there. All it is, just held in by a little O-ring. I put a little oil on that when I reinstall it. Pull this guy off here. Ooh, a little loose. Then it is a Harley, but that's what Loctite's for. All right. It's kind of a neat little air cleaner setup we have here. Starts out, they got this little mesh piece here that sits over the actual over the filter itself, and then the body of the air cleaner goes right over the top. So it kind of gives you a neat little, when you're looking through the billet here, you don't see the actual filter back there, which is kind of cool. So the thing with this air cleaner is that whatever side is facing forward is the side that's usually the dirtiest. Yeah, right there, you can see it's got bugs packed in it and everything else. Other than that, it's not really that dirty, to be honest with you, but we got it apart and we'll go ahead and clean it. This is what I was talking about when I was taking the air cleaner off, how we get down here and look at a few other little things. We've got the air cleaner backing plate here, but this being the Screamin Eagle, which is emissions legal, it's got these little rubber guys here, and this is your crankcase breather through the heads, and with these on there, it's basically drawing all of your oil vapor, condensation, whatever else, straight into the throttle body. And if you can see the throttle plate there, it is a little bit of dirt. It is a little dirty. And right here, we've got a little bit of oil on there, and you can see I got I had some oil come out as I was going through that. It's not the best setup in the world, but to be emissions legal, that's kind of what the government forces Harley to do. I would definitely recommend, and it depends on what filter you have, like what air cleaner you have. With Screamin Eagles, you got to get a little creative because they make them look really nice. They have a really nice fit and finish to them, but it makes it a little more difficult to run it out to, like, say, a catch can or something. And if you take a look at this picture here that I've got up on the screen, this is why you need a catch can. This is a mixture of oil vapor and condensation out of the engine. Yeah, I know it looks like a head gasket. It's not. I freaked out too when I first saw it, but it's been cold. I pressure tested it, and there's not any water in the oil, and we're not losing coolant, so yeah, the car is good. But this is an example of what's coming out, or what's coming out of your heads, out of your crankcase, and going back into your engine. Now, it's not necessarily a huge deal on these bikes because they're actually port injected. So what we have going on here is the fuel injectors are actually spraying fuel, which is passing over the intake valve, which keeps it clean. So on your bike, it's not really like a have-to thing, but it is a good thing to do because you get all that oil and you get that oxygen-deprived air going back to the engine, it's not really that good for it. And if you've ever had the head off of one of these, you'll see the pistons all oily and black and real nasty looking. And then if you have one that's had a catch can or had the crankcase vented to the out, like just vented to atmosphere through a filter, they're a lot cleaner. And it'll help it'll pick you up a few extra horsepower on top. And it'll make your motor last longer. I'm bad. I haven't done it yet, but like I said, you got to get a little creative with these. I've seen a lot of guys, they come up right back here, drill a hole, put a hose on it, do this on both sides, and they'll run it down under here and do a T or whatever, or a catch can, or vent it to the atmosphere. If you look on Google, you can find all kinds of examples of it. If I definitely end up doing it to my bikes, I'll definitely post a video about it. So what I want to do, since I'm here, just kind of come in here and clean some of this oil off. This is why it's very, very critical to get your oil level correct on these, which I like to put them about 3/4 full on the dipstick when they're hot. Also, anytime I have the air cleaner off, I like to go ahead and look back up in here and open the throttle plate and make sure we don't have any buildup or any gunk in there. Just make sure it's clean. Actually looks pretty good. I don't see a whole lot of nasty buildup in there. And a little bit of crap on the throttle plate, but not bad, not bad. Now just kind of wipe everything off real good. Oh, what the hey? What's this? Got some gasket hanging out there. I'll tell you what. Yeah. That ain't good. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do about that. A little bit of gasket material poking up here. We don't want that to come off, run through the motor. Plus it's creating some restriction. Not really. That little bit isn't going to be enough to make a difference. Okay, so with all of that out of the way there, I guess I should have probably sprayed the air filter first, but whatever. I get excited. I don't always do things in order. No big deal. Okay, so get our spray on here. Don't have to use a lot of this stuff. Doesn't take a lot. Plus the workbench needs to be clean, so it'll be all good. Okay, so the goal here is I like to get some warm water, and it's to flush it from the inside out. Make sure all your dirt goes away from your engine. And so now, while that dries, you can piddle around for 10 or 15 minutes. I decided to use the Fab 1 from Maximum. So, something I should mention about oiling these filters is to not over oil them. Don't spray so much on there as that it's dripping off the filter. Okay, so now we're ready for reassembly of the unit. Very simple to do, reverse order. Put this guy right here, back on the top. Bam, good to go. Your best friend in the whole wide world. Blue thread locker on a Harley. Best thing you could possibly have. What I like to do, just put this guy over the top. There we go. You just need a drop. Just like that. That's actually a lot, but drop's a drop, that'll do it. Drop that back in there. All right, putting this guy back on. Like to just go ahead and get her right there. Bam, we're in. Now, there's no particular way to adjust this. Like I say, I'm kind of anal, so I usually try to just line up a corner of this with the top of the throttle body. Whatever you do, do not over tighten it. Because if you over tighten it, you'll crush the filter. You just want to get it down. I like to go about hand tight. You know, the old German Guten Tag. Maybe just give it just a little, just go a little snugger. I don't like to put a whole lot on it because you will crush the filter. Just enough to where it's not gonna, where it's, the whole housing's not wiggling around on you and everything. That's about the best way to do it for me anyhow. I'm sure there was a torque spec on the instructions, which I never read unless I have a problem. Okay, but that's it. Like I say, you can put this any direction you think looks good. I usually just line this up with the top and the final touches. So on this little guy, a little Screamin Eagle cover for the Extreme Billet air cleaner. I like to just get a little bit of oil, doesn't matter what. Make sure you put the cap on nice and tight where it's hard to get it off. Oh man, not that much oil. We'll just put a little bit of oil on the O-ring. We just simply take it and she pops right back into place. No job is complete until you clean it up. No, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm not good enough to be sponsored. Then we just wipe it all down nice and clean like. But yeah, don't over oil them because you'll end up with oil like dripping down here and it'll run down things and it'll freak you out, make you think you got a problem, especially if you're cruising down the road and you look down and you're like, oh shit, I have oil dripping. Yeah, I've been there, done that too. So, but that is the Extreme Billet Screamin Eagle air cleaner. I have to say I'm a bit jealous of it. I kind of really like my wife's bike. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I hope this helped you out a little bit if you're new to riding, new to your own maintenance or anything. But hopefully we're going to get out of here and get to doing a little bit of riding soon. I know I've been saying that the past few videos, but maybe, just maybe later today might be the day. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you're out riding, stay safe. Watch out for that sand on the road, especially if it just snowed. I'll catch you guys in the next one.